Shalom. Kahala Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Baha, Kodash. Double honors to the apostles, bishops, and elders of Great Millstone. Peace and blessings to you, Akim, pushing this word in truth and sincerity throughout the four corners of the earth. This is Amati from Great Millstone, Dallas. And this is a time that we're seeing, a glorious time. We have prophecies that are happening every day. And that's the thing, prophecies are happening every day. And our people, they have to have leaders to actually let them know what's to come. That's where prophecy comes from. That's the reason for prophecy to let the people know to call and give warning. And that's in the spirit of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, as it says, and I'm going to go ahead and get that real quick. Isaiah 19 and verse 10, it says, "And I fell at his feet to worship him, and he said unto me, See thou do it not. I am thy fellow servant and thy brethren that have the testimony of Yahweh Shai. Worship Yahweh, for the testimony of Yahweh Shai is the spirit of prophecy." Okay? The word there, God, is the Most High. And who is the Most High? It's Yahweh. He is. Okay, who the word ignorantly calls God. And then it says, for the testimony of Yahweh Shai, who the word ignorantly calls Jesus. And we say his name is Yahweh Shai because, all right, the name is known. How would you know without, how would you know who to call upon? The Lord said, his name is a strong tower. So, and his true name, his true Hebrew name is Yahweh Shai, meaning he is the deliverer. And he's the spirit of prophecy. So he's speaking what? The things that are to come. Okay, to say before these things are happening. So he was in that spirit, okay, when he was on the earth, speaking about the kingdom of heaven constantly. That's why the actual disciples let them know when is the kingdom of heaven is coming, because they had that faith, they believed, and it was just knowing that this being under these heathens and the wicked one now, because the earth is given to the hands of the wicked. They was like, this kingdom of heaven is coming. And that's as being, and they went and preached Yahweh Shai. The one thing they were talking about as well is the kingdom that was coming upon the earth. Isaiah 9 and 6, okay? Read on down, going to the kingdom of heaven, that governing body that's going to be reigning upon the earth, that there will be no end, okay? That's what we're supposed to be speaking on and preaching on. But now you have more of these Israelite leaders. They're going in trying to let you know that everyone can be saved. You know what I'm saying? Every tribe can be saved. Moses fell out of the truth. What is the other one? No Jacob's trouble. All these things that these leaders are pushing in their congregation. And it's just, it's not correct, okay? They're leading our people to destruction. Because these things, Lord, you shouldn't add on or take away from the book. And they have been just adding on, and they know in this. And the thing is, why is all this doctrine changing now? But we know why. Okay? Isaiah 9 and 16, for the leaders of this people cause them to err. Okay? And they that are led of them are destroyed. And see, our people are being led to the slaughter. See, and the thing is, these leaders thinking they can receive a little benefits from Esau to change these doctrine and lead the people, but they think they can be in this gray area to jump back and forth and, in and out and try to say, okay, Lord, I led them a certain way, but you can be like the Judas goat and come back. No, the Lord is going to lead you through that destruction for changing and pushing these wayward doctrines. Everyone that can be saved, but the Lord constantly went into salvation for Israel. Okay, the woman at the well, John 4 around the 21st verse. Goes into what? It was for the nation of Israel. Our people are actually causing our people to err, and what that says that to be misled. As it says over here, it says in the NLT, for the leaders of the people have misled them. Okay. The MOTB is the C hip. Can you believe it? Or you saying no, it's not. And we seeing all these things happening right now as far as it leading to the digital system. You see what Prince Charles had to do, he had to put on his crown and everything. Just to bring that news out. Because Esau has his prophecies on the left-hand side. He's going to show you in movies. He's going to have these different, like you say, elite say it. Let you know, because they try to prophesy on the left-hand side because they want to be like the Most High. And when that bag get interesting, see, they'll get into some of that and be like, well, I can get some of this piece of this power in this world, and then get the other side, and then the world to come, I can still probably be delivered. No, you know that, that's just that want to be that in that gray area, thinking you can get out. No, the Lord says, hey, you be with me or against me. Okay, and you hold on to the hands of like Esau, but then, like I say, because you want that bag. Look at the word leader here. It's ashar, and it goes into what? To go straight, walk, go on, advance, to make progress. To go straight on, make progress. And the thing is, you're leading our people to like off the path, okay? That straight gate. You causing our people to go off because the leader's showing our people, they supposed to have a light showing them the way, Yahweh Shai gives the leaders the light, the leaders pass that knowledge, because that knowledge is what gives you the light, and have that faith and belief and walk that way. Okay? Walk ye in him, in Yahweh Shai. And that means what? Don't add or take away from the scriptures. Okay? Our apostle, the great millstone, has been given that light, and they have been given a righteous path. You even have, like I say, some that have learned the scriptures from the apostle and what they do. They said, well, we're going to receive a little milk and we're going to run on and do our own thing. And some of them actually, you know what I'm saying, they receive that meat or receive it, but they were like, you know what, we're just going to go ahead and add on to it. Because one thing about it, once you get tied in with Esau and they bring that paperwork from you on top of you, you got to start changing your certain things. Hey, you can't say the name. All right, you can't tell them that only Israel can be saved. You can have different things. Esau can make sure that you have like certain things that you can bring out, and it don't have to be the exact same thing for every last one of you. He's just gonna probably divvy it in, but just saying. You know what I'm saying? We don't know, but like you say, so they're giving these different detours, and our apostle is giving them a straight gate. Okay. The Lord is really setting up for this sea hip to be brought out through what? The left-hand side, because he's finna set up for the heathens and the 2/3 to be what? Destroyed. Everybody, but you know what? Everybody's gonna be all them spirits can be brought back in the kingdom. The heathens too. But you know what? They're gonna be what? They're gonna be what they don't want to say. Ruled over, slaves, servants. And Israel gonna be the rulership or the ruling of the world, and it's gonna be done in righteousness. All right. So we need what? Leaders to help us go straight. Okay? To go straight, advance, to keep us moving forward, to lead on, to set right. Okay? Because we were going off through the world. Growing up with Christmas, growing up Thanksgiving, dropping down, picking up them gifts within the time of picking up those gifts. When Christmas, getting on your knee, that's like blessing the tree, the evergreen tree. Okay, they go all the way back to what? Babylonian customs. We came from a long way, but we had to what? Like newborn babes, as it says in Peter. We had to come back desiring this milk. And you're supposed to, and no matter how long you're in this truth, you need that milk to keep going. The milk is the foundation, like Yahweh Shai is the foundation. To getting this wisdom, knowledge, understanding. When you start learning, you need what? To start from a newborn babe. What could Nicodemus to ask Yahweh Shai? How can one get back into the womb? He didn't understand at that time. But the Lord mean what? You got to start all over. You coming out. Crying. No understanding. You gotta start from scratch. But see, the thing is, as the people want to learn, the people have faith, the people that believe, they want to be led to salvation. But see, some of these people, Israelites, had the same mindset as some of these leaders. They take in, because they're the part of. Hey, some of them be the part of 2/3, but some of them gonna have this understanding, and it's gonna come out of that. They're gonna come in and they're gonna have that faith. But you're already seeing what they're saying on these different Israelite videos. They're telling them. You see what they're asking. They're saying, "Hey, all this knowledge I learned from all these years, now all of a sudden, like Genesis, what they say. They want to turn around and all these years now they changing all the doctrine, not calling the name. You know what I'm saying? They back in they going into Christ. They basically Christians now. Everybody can be saved. They're putting on ties and getting ready to, bro. This is beyond me. But like I said, we know the Lord. This is His word. This is His script. And He's writing it out. You know what I'm saying? Israel always had that. Also, like I said, Israel, they had that time of when they had that judgment coming throughout the history. Like I said, it's nothing new under the sun. The judgment that came forth through Israel over the course of history, our people was always going off. Our people were always worshiping other things, like I said, trees in Jeremiah 10, worshiping these other heathen gods. You go conquer or seize a country that the Lord and bless you to get over, you know what I'm saying, or seize the land that the Lord and bless you for. And what do you do? You start worshiping the other these other gods, other nations. Okay? And that start what? With the leaders of the church. That start with the leaders of who is over and ruling. Because you can't, because like I said, these other when they was ruling, they made us worship their gods. Okay? Antiochus, he was harsh, rough. change worship and be wicked, be a heathen like us, or we're gonna kill you. And our people, they was afraid, and that's another time of that is coming. So you leaders better understand, you're leading our people to what? Destruction. And you say they like, we ain't saying this to chill. Slocky, we don't say it. But I don't know. You know what I'm saying? It might be, I wouldn't say advise. Some of them say I wouldn't advise you, but no, not to take it, but no, when that time comes, you're gonna have these leaders. They can tell you to go and get it, like something. What ISUPK was what IUIC. They had no problem for their congregation going to get that jab during the time. Them leaders that call you to go astray, and them leaders supposed to what? Give you, as mentioned, things for advancement, progression, and we supposed to be progressing towards the faith to Yahweh Shai, because these times coming where the Lord's going to come back and destroy the wicked upon the earth, and He's going to do what? Purify the land with fire. First time He did it with water, and this time He did it with fire. And the remnant like Moses, Noah, Slakia, and his and the 8 souls that went into the ark. This ark this time is going to be the chariot, okay? The water to float to get out of the destruction. And this time we're gonna have what? We're gonna have the chariots, and we're gonna go up to in the clouds. You know what I'm saying? Which some of these clouds, like to say the cloud by day, cloud by night. We're gonna have those chariots. We're gonna be in watching the time after these missiles hit the destruction. We're going to see that, and you know what I'm saying? Just like Moses heard it, we're going to see it. He heard the screaming, and it was enclosed in the actual ark. Bro, this is coming, and our people supposed to lead them to what? That straight gate. But we're going to see. Hey, the time is coming. We finna definitely see. You know what I'm saying? Let me go back here. Oh, Slack. Let me try to do that. It says here, Isaiah 9:16, Slacky, I've been running my mouth, I'm getting the scriptures here. It says, for the leaders of the people cause them to err, and they that are led of them are destroyed. Okay? And watch over here to in the NLC, it says, they have led them down a path of destruction. All right, you leaders, you're supposed to have that light and leading your people what? To the kingdom, okay? To that light, the Lord, you know what I'm saying, of Yahweh Shai. But you leading them, and you putting those detours, you know what I'm saying? Everyone can be saved. That's a detour. People now you have bringing forth confusion. All right? It's like John 8:44. You, your father, the devil. Okay? They're actually going to those leaders. You following want to join hand in hand with the wicked. You causing our people to err. And the error, what is that going into? Okay? That's Thaya. Thaya. You're saying it correctly. Thaya. All right? It says here, okay, that's Strong's H8582. To err, wander, go astray, stagger. See that? Every tribe, okay? Let me say Moses fell out the truth. What is that? That's another detour. Having them to go astray, stagger. Okay? Now they're bringing forth what? That confusion. Going, now you don't keep going through the straight gate. Take this left right here. It's so broad. You see that big broad field out there? Take that left. See, that's what they're doing. They're leading our people to what? When that path, because that path eventually, like you say, water on rock, it says in 2nd Ezra 7, Okay, you had that water on the left hand and that, they ain't say left hand, water on the right hand, just each side. Like, Slocky is not water on the left hand and the right hand. Let's get it. Because it just says one side with the water and one side with the fire. And what I'm meaning to get by that, we're going to get it here. And it says, I'll get straight to the point. This is a 2 Ezra 7 and verse 7. And this is the path of the kingdom of heaven, all right? That straight gate. It says, 2 Ezra 7 and 7 says, the entrance thereof is narrow and is set in a dangerous place to fall, and as if it was fire, and on the right hand and on the left a deep waters. Okay, so it did go into that right and left slocket. Okay, so what does it say? That right hand is what? That of fire in that left hand. Okay? And that's what we're gonna see. But what's one thing that they're going into that fire, okay? And that water. That water goes what with that first death, and that fire goes into the second death. One about an ark to get which was a huge boat to get through the water, to float, to be saved, be the elect that's going to be delivered out of that destruction to come. Then what? Isaiah 26, you're going to receive that deliverance from what? By that fire, you're going to receive that chariot and go up. You're going to see the righteous indignation of the Lord, which is going to bring forth that fire. And you leaders are causing our people to go into that. That's going to lead to that second death. To watch what? To err, to wander about, of intoxication. So you giving them drunk because you confusing them off those detours. You know what I'm saying? No get Jacob's trouble. That's another detour. It says to err, to wander, okay? I'm going to jump down a little further here. It says of sin, of wandering, and made of wander about, to made drunken, staggering. It could keep going into that, but you know what I'm saying? But at the end, it says to cause to err, misled. Another little boy was being misled, with that Slick Rick. All right? So our leaders are causing our people to go astray, and they lead them to a path of destruction. And a lot of them are serving themselves. Ezekiel 34. It goes into our people, all right? Them leaders that's serving themselves. Okay? Showing you, they how they ride, Showing you that, what I'm saying, they let you know, like, hey, we get money, but not just off hey, a lot off the truth. Hebrew and the Hellcat. I'm making money. Which, hey, nothing wrong with having money, making money. But you don't supposed to sell the truth. You don't supposed to sell this word. Come with no, you don't have to have with no money. You know what I'm saying? They thirsty. Our people are dry here, and dry bones. Okay? We're on Ezekiel 37. Dry bones. Our people need that word, that life, that living water. Matter of fact, this is Ezekiel 34. I think it's 34, yeah. This is Ezekiel 34. In verse 2, it says, Son of man, prophesy against the shepherds of Israel. Okay, look, I'm going to read it in the NLT. It says, Son of man, prophesy against the shepherds and leaders of Israel. Give them this message from the sovereign Lord. Okay? So the Lord telling you, prophesying against, letting you know the future come is going to be something that's going to be bad for you, because he's prophesying against you. The Lord, the Heavenly Father, is prophesying against you. You leaders, okay? that's prophesying against you, the Lord. Okay, look here. It says, "Wait, what sorrow awaits you that you shepherds who fed yourselves instead of your flock? Shouldn't shepherds feed their sheep?" You know, and they call us the bum count. We ain't flashy enough. You know what I'm saying? We don't have to have. We gotta. Everybody gotta dress alike, look alike, just be in uniform. You know, no. Lord, hey, we're here to preach God. You didn't see all. You didn't see Yahweh Shai. You didn't see John the Baptist. They had, man, I gotta get fly for this. You know what I'm saying? Or we gotta look at it. We gotta all look. We gotta make sure we in line with how we looking. No. This really is the truth. Come as you is good, but have that wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. But you come as you is. You know what I'm saying? It's a beautiful thing because we know, like I say, what's coming, and our leaders are giving us the correct message, and it's up to us after that to have faith and believe and follow Yahweh Shai, Yahweh Waha, Bahasham Yahweh Shai, Yahweh Bahasham Yahweh Shai, Yahweh Shai being a mediator, and it goes down, like I said, through what? The ones that's been signed and crowned from the abomination thereof, speaking prophecy, speaking in the spirit of Yahweh Shai. Okay? It said the Israel that do feed themselves, should not the shepherds feed the flock? Shouldn't you feed them? Feed them the truth? When you even go in Isaiah, it says, they that which have led thee has called thee to err. The Lord said it's going to be, you know what I'm saying? It's going to be sorrow. What sorrow awaits you? Okay? Woe, destruction be to the shepherds of Israel that feed themselves. You want to get the bag in here, you know what I'm saying? Get the glory on this side. The glory is supposed to go to Yahweh Shai. And we know what's coming is the kingdom of heaven, and we want to continue in that straight gate to receive that, you know what I'm saying, that mercy. And being the first fruits. And what I'm saying is what the first fruits is in this time is what getting out of that destruction, which is that nuclear fire, and also by way of chariots, that second death. Okay. I'm gonna finish up right here. You know what I think? Well, you know, I'll bring it out. Actually, I wouldn't finish with that as well. What's that? I really want to finish with the Ezekiel 34. Let me go back to that. It's locking. Ezekiel 34, verse 3, it says, "Yea, ye eat the fat, and ye clothe you with the wool, ye kill them that are fed, but ye feed not the flock." Okay? You show the things and that can do for you, but you don't, you know, give the flock. Like you say, if you making all the money, you're supposed to give back. And you know, may some do, but nah. And also, this time also, you suppose that the thing that you're supposed to be giving back is what? That bringing them into remembrance, and you having to follow the right path. Okay? So with that, hey, I'd like to give all praise, glory, and honor to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Waha, Rachakodash. Double honors to the apostles, bishops, the elders of Great Millstone, Peace and blessings to you, Aki, in pushing this word and truth and sincerity. Shalom.